divisional round of the NFL. And it's brought to you.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the delay, here's Hines. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because
he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Gallup, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lance looking to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Hines. He was brought down there by Julian Love. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working from the gun, Lance. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Got his target, Samuel, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Lance now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. This is Hines. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now Lance. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold.
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And what a big-time play there. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and And that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Galloway. And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Beats have moved out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That time a 6-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Niners.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Hines. Strong running at the 30. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side. Hines, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action, now it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Galloway. This is caught. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He'll check this down to Hines.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They run the counter now on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The final shot before break. Galloway looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan. We now proceed. trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Looking to throw on second down. Galloway. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him, but I also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Looking to throw. Galloway. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Galloway. Over the middle, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing now is Lance. Into the secondary past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From just shy of midfield, Lance, the pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Hines, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return. Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
49 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Galloway. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one, 30 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Galloway. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to... And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Beats are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Niners. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Lance. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun. Lance, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Throwing after the interception. Lance, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. To throw again on second down. Lance. This to Hines on the drop-off. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. To throw, it's Lance. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down. To throw again on second down, Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they will take a knee here. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.